I don't mean to scare you, but 2023 is in 3 months. I was exactly where you are right now not too long ago. So if you're just starting out, you have no audience, I was where you are, I know what's up, don't worry about it. Things do get easier once you have an audience, but you can start making money right now, like tomorrow or today, if this is the morning for you somewhere. So you just have to keep in mind that no matter what you do, if you want to make money with your art, you need to put yourself out there. You need to connect with a client, a buyer, someone who is interested in your art, and there are tons of people interested in your art. They just don't know that yet, I'm assuming, because you're here. So the first way, no-brainer, that you can do to make money with your art is basically sell your art. But there are so many ways you can do this. So let's start from the beginning. You could go through the traditional, which is not even traditional anymore. I think that's just old now, but like you could just sell your originals through a local gallery in your area. To do that, you need to create a portfolio. So like have some of your artworks like in a folder, and then you go to a gallery, show them your work, basically see if they want to partner up with you to have some of your creations there to sell for their clients. But remember that if you do that, the gallery is gonna get a big cut of the sales. So I don't know if this is the best way, you know, you kind of need to like have this gallery person like your art, and like I don't like this whole like approval phase that you have to go through. You can just sell your art online by yourself, and you just don't need this middleman, right? You're gonna have a different kind of a middleman that's not human, it's an algorithm, and algorithms sometimes are less scary than humans. Okay, hear me out. Stay with me. The next way you can do to sell your art easy tomorrow, right now, if you have one piece of artwork that you already like, is through selling your art online. And there's tons of ways to do this. You can sell originals, you can sell prints, you can sell products, digital downloads. So there's so many ways. So let's go through them all. The first one I want to talk to you about is one that's really easy for you if you're starting out, if you have no audience, no money, you can do this right now for free, is through print on demand. So basically, print on demand companies are companies that will produce and ship the product that you are selling with your design for your customers. So let's say you put an artwork for sale on Etsy and you're using a print on demand service integrated with your Etsy shop. Once someone purchases your art, this company automatically will produce and ship the artwork for your client without you having to do a thing. You heard me right? You don't have to lift a finger, and it's basically passive income. So once your artwork is up there for sale, you did your SEO, you did your marketing, everything you make from this artwork, you won't have to work to do anything, to ship, to produce, to print. You don't have to do anything, right? Of course, these companies will get a big chunk of the payment, but if you're just starting out, it is a good place to start. With print on demand, you don't have to print only prints. You can print mugs and phone cases and pillowcases and tables and notebooks and all sorts of things. You can create an actual shop of actual products with your designs, and I think that's really cool because you can be really creative. There are tons of different print on demand companies, and if you have no audience, Etsy is a good place to start because Etsy is a marketplace and they're gonna push your shop and your creations and your art to their audience, to their clients, right? So all you have to do is do a good SEO, which is a topic for another video, so that your audience can find your artworks and your products on this marketplace that you choose, which most people use Etsy. So this is a great way for you to start. One day, once you have an audience and once you have some more money, you might want to invest on a printer and then do this whole process of producing and shipping at home. But like, I don't know, this seems complicated. I hate going to the mail. Like, going to the mail is a big chore that I don't want to have to do often at all. I'm just not interested in shipping stuff to people. So the print on demand is really helpful, and selling digital downloads is even more amazing because you don't have a print on demand company getting a chunk of your money. So if you're selling a digital download, you get all of the money to yourself. So if you have a successful digital download shop, you're gonna make a lot of money. So what kind of digital downloads can you sell? You can sell workbooks, you can sell ebooks, you can sell templates of things that people need, like a business card art template or wedding invitations or resumes, business proposals. You can sell all sorts of things. And if you go on Etsy and search for digital downloads, you're gonna see ideas of things that you could create with your own style, with your own art. A few years ago, I started a print shop with digital downloads. I uploaded some art there a few years ago, never touched it again. Okay, I never touched that shop again. You can just put your stuff out there and let the algorithms work for you. Do you understand? Like, you don't really have to do anything. Of course, if you want to be successful on Etsy specifically, it's nice for you to go back there, you know, answer messages, update your listings, just to show the algorithm that you're there, that you exist, so that they can keep pushing your content to people. But there is one tiny risk, because you're selling a PDF of your artwork in high quality for people to print at home. So you don't have control of like the quality they're gonna print your artwork in, which I don't know, you might not like that. And also there is a slight chance, if there's someone with like a bad intention, that they might just resell your art or do something with your art that you don't want. So what I feel comfortable with is selling art that I didn't take too long to create and that didn't take too many resources from me. So if I lose that artwork or something happens with the artwork, it's not that bad, you know what I mean? So what I did is, to start this shop, I created a different style of art, basically. Like, I only did like minimalist art that I can do digitally, and those kinds of artworks I can create like 20 in a day. It's still beautiful, it's still my art, it's still something I love and that I would have on my walls, and I do have on my walls, but it's not the kind of artwork that I spend days and weeks working on, like the drawings behind me. I work really hard for those guys, so I don't want anyone to steal it. I'm not selling PDFs of these artworks in high quality. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, just like be smart about it. Know that like it's the internet, anything can happen. The internet is a big place. But yeah, you can totally create digital products and sell and create like a successful shop that gives you passive income today, tomorrow. No audience needed. You just need to get up and do it. Another way that's super cool that you can sell your art, and I don't see people talking about it on YouTube at all, is through local fairs and like seasonal markets in your area. So like, for example, a Christmas market or a festival that's gonna happen. Sometimes they have vendors of, you know, crafts and goods and stuff like that. And you could be a vendor. Like, you can have a little shop there and sell to real people in person. And I know this is not for everyone. I know sometimes we artists can be pretty introspective, but sometimes it's nice to see people and go out there. And honestly, this can be really awesome to boost your business, because people are gonna see your products and they might even hire you to do commissions. They are gonna start following on social media. Like, it's a good way for you to put yourself out there in person, especially in your local area. And yeah, if you want to go into the freelancing route, which is the next thing I'm gonna talk about, this is a good way to get to know people, especially if you have no audience and no one follows you yet. The next thing is for you to do freelancing and commissions. You don't need an audience for that. When I was just starting out, I literally started with like friends and family. I basically told like my parents and my friends, like,
I kind of feel like I want to work with art. Maybe I'm having this idea that I want to work with art.
And then like, I don't know, people would start asking me for things. It was the beginning. People paid me a little bit. It's just that gives you that boost to start. And yeah, so put yourself out there, talk to friends and family. And once you start creating your portfolio, people will start coming up to you. And if people really like your work, they're gonna tell their friends and family. And this is how you start with commissions and freelancing. People like art, okay? I didn't know that. I thought it was a weird person, but people actually like art. People want art in their lives, and people need art. People need art for their businesses. People need art for their homes. So like, art is an emotional connection kind of thing that we need in every aspect of our lives, and you are providing that service to people. So just put yourself out there, offer your services, and you're gonna find clients that love your work. Now let's talk about my favorite way to make money online with art, which is teaching. I know this is not for everyone. Not everyone wants to teach. Some people just want to be artists, and being an art teacher is different than being an artist. But if you have it in you to share your skill and to share your knowledge and everything you learned through your journey to other people who are just starting out or who are like a few years behind you, this is a great place, and it's a very fulfilling kind of work, and financially is very good So there's a few different ways you can teach art. One way you can do is find platforms where you can sign up as an art tutor, where people can hire you to do like weekly classes or things like that, and you can teach different groups of people. But that means you need to be there. It's gonna be like an in-person online, not in person, but like online meetup with your students. And that means you need to put that thing on your calendar and be there. This is very scary for me. If you want to ruin my day, you put something on my calendar. Don't put stuff on my calendar. I don't want to be anywhere at any time and be on time. No, I don't like it. Like how do people function knowing they have a meeting at like 5 p.m.? My day is ruined if I have a meeting at 5 p.m. I will not be able to do anything until the 5 p.m. meeting is over. So this is not for me. And now the best way you can teach online is through pre-recording a class that you create. You plan the class, you create the class, you do the audios, you do the music, and you can upload in different platforms that will sell your class for you. For example, Skillshare, which is where I teach and where I started teaching years ago, or Udemy, is that how you say it? It's written on the screen, you know what it is. These are two very different platforms. Look them up, see how they work, and see what would work best for you. I really like Skillshare because I don't have to work about selling my class, because people already bought a subscription. It's like a Netflix system where, you know, people have a subscription and then they just watch my class once they have a subscription. So I like that. I just have to convince people to click on my class and watch it. I don't need to go through that barrier of people paying for my class specifically. Do you know what I mean? And yeah, these are great options for you to look into, especially if you don't have an audience, because Skillshare and Udemy are marketplaces. They will push your class to the people that are already there in the platform. You just need to know how to market your class well so that the algorithm can find the right person that's gonna watch your class. Another great option for passive income is through affiliate links, but now we're kind of like entering the territory of having an audience, because affiliate links basically are links that brands will provide to you that you're gonna share with your audience, and once people click on those links and make a purchase, you're gonna get a percentage of that sale. You can do that with tons of things. You can do that with like your art supplies, your camera gear, Amazon products. You can do that with softwares you use, like for example editing softwares and like audio syncing softwares that I use. A great example I have for you is Epidemic Sound. Is a website where I find all my music for my YouTube videos, and you can just go in the website and get your affiliate link and share with your audience, like I'm sharing with you in the description of this video. You don't need to click it, but if you want to click it and subscribe, I'm gonna make some money. So this is an affiliate link, right? Have you guys seen on TikTok those videos of like this Asian couple, and then the girl is like,
"Oh, my husband came home earlier from his business trip."
and then she just uses all these million gadgets to clean the house. I'm gonna try to find it to put it on the screen for you. It's hilarious. These people are making a shit ton of money just with affiliate links. They don't produce those products. They're promoting those products through their TikTok account, and people buy those products and they just make money by people buying those products that they don't even produce or have any connection with. Do you know what I mean? This is affiliate links, okay? These people are making bank by making these TikToks. It's amazing. Another way you can make money with your art is through licensing, which is basically renting your art and your designs to brands to use on their products. So you're selling them a license to use. They are not gonna be the owners of your art. You are the owner of your art, but you allow them to use your art. It's kind of what we do when we put music on YouTube videos. I buy a license of that song to use on my video. The music is not mine. I didn't buy the song, and that's not my property. That's the artist's property, right? It's the same thing. You kind of need to have a more established portfolio. You have to have a very clear art style and just have a lot of examples of your work so that brands can, you know, see the value in your work and see options to be able to license your work. If you're just starting out, I feel like this is a thing that you should like maybe keep in the back of your head right now and kind of like work on your portfolio as you go. Keep doing commissions, keep creating art for classes, keep creating content for social media, and just like, you know, keep creating. And with time, you're going to be able to approach these brands and make deals with them and license your work, and it's going to be amazing. everything. So the next way you can make money that I want to talk to you about is through brand partnerships and sponsored content, which of course, the more audience you have for this one, you're gonna make more money. But I've seen people with like 1,000 followers on Instagram or even less make brand partnerships. And like, you don't need to partner with like Sony right away, or you know what I mean? Like you can start with like a small brand that is like a local brand on your town, or maybe a friend of yours has a small business and you can make a deal with them to promote their brand on your page. And there's many different ways you can start doing this. You can just simply start talking about brands that you actually love. Like for example, you can do the review of a new art material that you bought, like paints or brushes or pens or whatever, and just talk about these brands, tag them and approach them and be like,
you know, I really like your products. I've been using them for years. This is me. I'm a new artist. I am just starting out, but I really love your materials. I was wondering if you would like to do a brand partnership.
And the worst thing that's gonna happen is they're gonna say no or not answer you, and that's fine. You can keep trying until they do, and you're gonna keep growing your content and growing your page and growing your audience, and eventually the brands are gonna start approaching you and they're gonna want to be talked by you and be associated with your image, and you deserve to be compensated by that. So this is what brand partnerships are about. Start small, start with brands you're comfortable with, start with brands that you already use and you already love, and you're like, I would talk about this brand for an hour with a friend because I love it that much. You know, this is the brand that you want to start partnering with because they're gonna feel your passion for their product on you. Yeah, guys, this was it. This is basically some really good streams of income that are proven. They're here to stay. I've tried them out and they're real. They do make money. You can make a living through these income streams, and you don't need to focus on just one. You can focus on all of them and more. There are more streams of income you can try to approach. These are the main ones and the ones I sign by that like I know they work. And yeah, I hope this was really helpful and insightful for you. I hope you're inspired to grow your business and become a full-time artist. You know, I feel like the word business sometimes is scary to some people, but it's just you offering something to someone that needs that something, and you're just, yeah, that's it. It's connection, it's community. And if you're passionate about what you do, someone's gonna connect with that passion. Someone's gonna be passionate with you. And yeah, that gives a lot of meaning to my life, and I would love to share more of that with you. So if you are interested in this content, consider subscribing. I don't know, just an idea, just throwing out there, you know, no pressure. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'm gonna see you next week. Bye.